Chosen One movies all follow the traditional hero's journey, and they start with a prophecy that someone would save the world, making the end almost a foregone conclusion. They typically are received well by movie fans who are able to envision their own experiences if they were ever a chosen one. In contrast, the films that foretell significant change or chaos work best with audiences when not sermonizing and simply letting the story play out. Some of the most popular adventure movies are those that involve a prophecy, a chosen one, and a fateful endgame for the heroes. There are different definitions for such movies. On one hand, the movie's prophecy could hint at the fateful future, whether that means of a world going through change or a new ruler stepping up and causing chaos. Another form of the prophecy movie focuses on a chosen one and a society that believes that a savior is coming. Welcome to Cinematic. This video is about the 10 best adventure movies with chosen one or prophecy. Before we start, I request you to subscribe to Cinematic, like and share this video, and stay tuned with us. Also, follow our page on Instagram @Cinematic3 and on Twitter, TheCinematic3. The first one on this list, The Matrix, in 1999.
What is the Matrix? The Matrix is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. What truth?
There are plenty of Christ allegories in this movie, with Keanu Reeves as Neo, a man living in a world that ended up as a simulation created by computers that conquered the planet.
You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
The Resistance in the real world sends in a team to retrieve Neo and enlist him to face his destiny of saving humanity from the machines. Next, Donnie Darko in 2001.
Why are you wearing that stupid funny suit?
Stupid man suit.
A terrible tragedy befell the Darko family, and it was up to their son Donnie to figure out what happened and what this meant for his future.
I think you're afraid. Are you telling us this stuff so we can buy your book? Because I gotta tell you, if you are, that was some of the worst advice I ever heard. You see how sad this is? You want your sister to lose weight? Tell her to get off the couch, stop eating Twinkies, and maybe go out for field hockey. You know what? No one ever knows what they want to be when they grow up. You know, it takes a little while to find that out, right, Jim?
As Donnie continued his crusade, he discovered a strange prophecy that predicts the world will end. He then started to see strange things and follow the clues to his eventual fate. Next, The 10 Commandments in 1956. This movie earned 7 Oscar nominations. The ultimate prophecies came from the Bible.
Let my people go! The slaves are mine. Their lives are mine. All that they own is mine. I do not know your God, nor will I let Israel go.
In the movie, Heston plays Moses, whose father sent him adrift down the Nile when Pharaoh Ramesses I of Egypt ordered the death of all male Hebrew babies because of a prophecy that the Hebrew would deliver the people from Egypt. Next, the Lego Movie in 2014.
Instructions to fit in: have everybody like you and always be happy. Step 1, breathe. Okay, got that one down.
It's a movie that could have existed only to sell toys and ended up as one of the best animated movies of the decade. The prophecy claimed a chosen one would arrive to save the world from Lord Business, and that chosen one was Emmett, a basic Lego figure with no distinguishing characteristics at all. Next, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou in 2000.
To give you a lesson in right now.
Well, I like to think I'm a pretty astute observer of the human scene too, Big Dan.
No doubt, brother. I figured as much back at the restaurant. That's why I invited y'all out here for this advanced tutorial.
Three men break out of prison and go on a journey through the American South, where a blind man delivers an accurate prophecy that they will find their fortune, but not one they expected. The movie picked up 2 Oscar nominations and was one of the highest grossing movies. And now next, The Lord of the Rings, 2001 to 2003. All 3 of the original Lord of the Rings movies tell a prophecy story, and all 3 movies rank at the best prophecy movies. The entire movie's motto was the prophecy, as the mission of the Fellowship was there would be one ring to rule them all, one ring to find them, one ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them.
The enemy will never let Aragorn come to the throne of Gondor.
It is time. Give him the sword of the king.
Become who you were born to be.
The precious sleepy eyes.
He means to murder us!
It took a pure being like Frodo Baggins to save the world from this ring's influence. Next, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 in 2011. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, as it finally brought Harry to his endgame and his ultimate battle with Voldemort.
Stupid girl. Harry Potter is dead. From this day forth, you put your faith in me.
The entire Harry Potter franchise is founded on a prophecy. And now next, Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind in 1984.
Come here. Come here, child.
Father! In the film, there was a prophecy predicting a savior, clothed in blue robe, descending onto a golden field. That savior was Nausicaa, a young princess who tried to stop 2 warring nations from destroying each other and the dying planet. And next, Arrival in 2016.
Not everyone is wired for what you're about to do.
So what do they look like?
You'll see soon enough.
Every 18 hours, a door opens up. That's where we go in.
Arrival is a film that focuses on aliens arriving in Earth's atmosphere. However, there's no attack and only a message sent, with the world misinterpreting what the message means. Next, Throne of Blood in 1957. Akira Kurosawa built a career directing Japanese masterpieces based on Shakespeare plays. Shakespeare played with the ideas of prophecies in his plays, and this was true with Macbeth. In 1957, Kurosawa created his version of Macbeth with Throne of Blood. Well, we have a prophecy for you too. You will subscribe, share and like our video and be the part of the best cinema recommendations coming your way, now and always.